Hi, my name is Lendon Breed. I am the District 5 Supervisor and President of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors. I grew up in District 5, born and raised on Eddy and Laguna, went to public schools in the city, ran for Supervisor in 2012 against the person the mayor appointed, and now here I am representing this incredible community. I come from humble beginnings. My grandmother raised me in public housing with my brothers. I went to college, I came back to my community. I was the executive director of the African American Art and Culture Complex, where we changed lives every single day. And I'm honored to be your supervisor, and I hope you'll support me in November.
Hi, my name is Dean Preston, and I'm a candidate for District 5 Supervisor. I've lived in District 5 for over 20 years. I went to law school in San Francisco, and immediately after law school began representing victims of police misconduct. After that, I turned my attention to representing tenants who were fighting eviction and fighting for affordable housing here in San Francisco and across the state. I run Tenants Together, an organization I founded in 2008 to advocate for tenants and protect rent control. I am very concerned with the direction that our city is headed. We were once a city that was a refuge for working people, for artists, for teachers, for musicians, and we're rapidly becoming a city only for the wealthiest of the wealthy. We desperately need leadership at City Hall that will fight to make this city affordable, a place where our residents can stay and where new people can move here and enjoy what San Francisco has to offer. For more information, visit our website, www.votedean.com. I hope to have your support. Thank you.
The city has a lot of power to deal with housing issues in District 5 and all over San Francisco. I grew up in the Western Addition, where our community was destroyed by redevelopment. Now, as a member of the Board of Supervisors, I help pass legislation, neighborhood preference legislation. So when we build new affordable housing in District 5, that means 40% of those new units go to people who live in District 5. The other thing is 20% of those new units go to anyone who's been owner move-in evicted or Ellis Act evicted. That's one change. But we have to look at what happened in the past, what is currently going on in our community, and looking at what can we do? Where do we go from here? Looking at our underutilized properties, developing more housing in those spaces can really make the difference in District 5 for new housing. I'm working on that. I'm going to continue to work on that, and I look forward to the results.
We need leadership on affordable housing issues, and that's what I have to offer. For the last 15 years, I've been standing up to real estate speculators, and here's what I'll do if elected supervisor. First of all, we need to get serious about protecting our residents who are affordably housed. That's why I will champion a right to counsel for any tenant who is facing eviction. Second of all, we need to build affordable housing. That means prioritizing 100% affordable projects, as well as forcing developers to include more affordable units in mixed income developments. And finally, I'm sick of talking to constituents who are getting rent gouged. I just talked to someone in the Haight whose rent went from $3,000 to $8,000 overnight. We need to ban predatory rent gouging in San Francisco, and that's what I intend to do.
So many folks in District 5, especially the Cole Valley and Haight-Ashbury community, want us to change Albert Lake, and we are doing just that. There's a pop-up art exhibit there 3 days a week. There's a bicycle rental company there a few days a week. We have got to activate that space, and just in this current budget for this fiscal year in the city, we put $100,000 into planning and coming up with new uses of that space. It's not only important to activate the space, but making sure our homeless outreach team, they're out there talking to folks and trying to make sure that they get into the programs and the support and get the support that they need in order to hopefully get off the streets and get into housing. Taking It to the Streets is one great example of a program that I continue to support. They've gotten 43 young people off the streets in a program. They're now community ambassadors. We're working on change for the better, and I'm going to continue to do that. We're going to see major differences in Albert Lake, and I look forward to sharing those experiences with you.
We have a district-wide problem right now with a rise of car break-ins and property crimes, and we absolutely need to address that, and I support creating a property crimes division within our police department. As for homelessness in the Upper Haight, we have a citywide problem with over 6,000 people living on the streets of San Francisco, and all the residents of the Haight certainly know the challenges that has brought to the Haight district. I am in support of having a navigation center built in the Haight. Frankly, this is something that should have been done a year ago. This was successfully done in the Mission District. It is a way of getting homeless people off the streets and connected with crucial services and connected with permanent housing solutions. That would be my first step in addressing homelessness if elected supervisor.
What's most important is that we make sure we're investing in our park space. When I got into office, Kezar Track was a wreck. I helped to get the funding to get that project done early. The Panhandle Pathway, I got $500,000 for that project, but it's a $3 million project. The Panhandle Playground is on the list to be renovated. We got Hamilton done. We got Kimball done. We're working on Hayward Playground. The shared schoolyards, where we're opening schoolyards all over District 5 on the weekends so kids can have a safe place to play. We have got to come up with creative spaces for the community as a whole to come together. But more importantly, we have to invest in our current infrastructure, in our parks, so that they are usable to the general public. We're headed down the right path. We're not doing it fast enough, but I am, again, really proud to get Kezar Track done way ahead of schedule, Kezar Triangle, a public-private partnership. We got more to do. There's more to come. Our parks, our schoolyards, our open space all over the district is our biggest asset. We have to continue working with the Parks Alliance, working with the Rec and Park Department to make sure that they are prioritizing the budget, which I have done for the past couple of years, to make sure that we're raising the funds necessary to provide the programs in those particular locations. We have a lot of work to do, but we've done a lot over the past couple of years, and I'm really proud of a lot of the work that I've been able to accomplish, working with the community, working with Rec and Park Department. Together, we'll be able to continue to make magic happen.
We're blessed in District 5 with amazing playgrounds and open space. And as a father, I have 2 young daughters, a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old, and we are regularly in the playgrounds and the parks across the district. This is one of the most important things in our district, is preserving open space, expanding access to our parks and to our playgrounds. I am very proud to be endorsed by the Sierra Club, an organization that is certainly committed and has championed open space preservation and expansion here in the city. I am opposed categorically to the privatization of our parks and our shared spaces, something that Mayor Lee and Rec and Park is all too willing to support. And finally, I don't believe in artificial turf in our parks. I was a supporter of keeping real grass in Golden Gate Park, and I will make sure that all of our parks and open space are not utilizing artificial turf.